What is going on, you guys? Hello and happy Madonna Monday. I don't want anyone to think because I haven't done Kylie Minogue Saturday, because I haven't done Lady Gaga Thursday, and then I've done Madonna Monday 2 weeks in a row, that I don't like either of those artists, because guys, people will say that I hate them or some weird narrative. I don't. I love them. Madonna is just, guys, she's just my favorite fucking artist. And I don't mean to discredit any other human being on this planet. I would just give more than 5 years of my life to have a 1 hour conversation with Madonna. I would do just about anything. Take the legs. Take them. Please don't. Please don't. But I would love to. I would appreciate that. I'm from a small town just like that goddamn goddess. A state over in Ohio. Oh, that would make us rivals, technically. But guys, what the fuck is this? Enjoy this little sneak peek. I didn't finish the whole podcast, but I'm actually going to be on a podcast talking about this Madonna podcast. And I wanted to say really quick in the beginning, what I really liked about it is it showed Madonna's, guys, a real human side to her. Because even having done my Madonna Mondays for years, I only have really seen her as like the goddess of music. Little emoji on the screen. Guys, the goddess of music. And she is the greatest artist. She is the definition of the pop icon. She is the blueprint, and I love her, and I appreciate her, and I respect her more than anything in this world. And I really thought this podcast was really interesting, and I definitely thought it was interesting because it was her wanting to talk about something. She wanted to talk about religion, and you guys know me. I, upside down cross, don't like religion. I don't judge religion. I judge it. Just, I respect religion. I would fight to the ends of the earth for anyone's ability to practice their religion. And the difference is I don't think your religion and your philosophical beliefs should have anything to do with any sort of governmental fucking law or fucking legislation, anything. Fuck off with that. Freedom of religion. 4,200 religions in this world? How the fuck and what the fuck are the odds that you got born to the one lucky one? Goofy. And I really like the Madonna talks in this about her religious journey and finding her faith. That's beautiful. Spirituality. I'm spiritual. I pray. Motherfucker, I pray every goddamn day. A bitch is struggling. I pray every day. And just watched whatever the hell I filmed. I don't even know how long I reacted. But if you like it, maybe I'll do more the rest of it next week. And also, I will be on my friend Tim Power. I'll be on his podcast talking about it. I love you guys. I'm sorry for this lengthy intro. I am worthless. But I love you. Enjoy. Oh, what kind of nasty face did I just make? Hello, beautiful. I don't have pants on. These are the underwear I'm going to be putting on. This is really kind of gross, actually, to think that I'm doing this. But hello. I wasn't going to upload a Madonna Monday, guys. My life's falling apart. This will be one of the hopefully, the last videos that I ever have in this nightmare apartment. But apparently Madonna had a podcast. Honestly, I don't know anything about it. My friend Tim, he wants me on his podcast to talk about this Madonna podcast. And he said, you have to watch it. So we're going to watch this Madonna podcast. I think it's called Nobody Knows or something like that. I don't know. My first podcast in 9 years. That's what the thumbnail says. I'm so sorry that I'm such a pig. Nasty fucking pig. And that I didn't have pants on. But I've got undies on now. Hello. And I'm going to sit down in this chair and we're going to experience the magnificence of Madonna. The goddess of music. My favorite artist. The living, immaculate pun legend. Who is this Jay Shetty? Jay Shetty.
If you don't have a spiritual life, you're never going to stop and ask any questions. You're just going to plow through life, and you're going to see everything that happens to you.
Oh, I love hearing her
as
speak.
Just a random event. I don't believe that anything is random. I think everything that happens to us is meant to happen to us, to teach us some kind of a lesson.
The #1 health and wellness podcast.
Jay Shetty.
Jay Shetty.
The one, the only Jay Shetty.
Jay
Madonna, welcome
Shetty.
to
He's
On
pretty.
Purpose. I am so
Those
grateful to be here with you
eyes.
today. Thank you for the honor and the opportunity. And
Thank you for having me.
I'm really, really happy to be with you after lots of FaceTime calls
Yeah,
and
What an
discussions about this
honor.
conversation. We're finally
good to finally
here
be in
the
person.
flesh. Absolutely, absolutely. And I wanted to start off by asking, you don't do a lot of interviews. We don't see you doing interviews maybe even for the last 9-10 years, or give or take.
Mhm.
What's your intention for being here today? Why now? Why today?
Well, in the past, I've usually done interviews to promote my work, whether that's music or a tour or film. But today I would like to talk about my spiritual life and the spiritual path that I've been on for over 28 years.
Wow.
This wisdom has helped me navigate the ups and downs of life, for lack of a better expression. People ask me a lot through the years, like, what is the reason you're still sane? What is the reason you keep going? Why have you not fallen by the wayside like other people? Definitely a lot of my peers who are no longer with us, like, what would you say is the key? And I would say that is my spiritual life. I absolutely would not be where I am or who I am if I did not have that. It's helped me enormously, as I said, navigate the ups and downs of life. So I feel like I would like to share that with people. So that's really the point of, I'm not here to promote a product, or I don't want anyone to buy anything. I just I want to share something with people that has pretty much saved my life. That sounds dramatic, but it's true.
Wow, I'm excited.
Yeah, it seems like it's something that's extremely meaningful to you and a deep part of your life that often I feel you don't get to share in other spaces. So even though it's been a part of your life for nearly 3 decades, maybe you haven't shared parts of it before. What would your life look like if you didn't find it?
I would believe that the physical world is all there is. I would believe all the illusions. And that would be my downfall. And that is most people's downfall.
What does spirituality mean to you? Because I think that word itself means so many things to so many people.
Yes. I mean, a spiritual life or a spiritual path could mean a lot of things. I know that you have a spiritual path, and for me, it's not really about like whose is the best, or, you know, it's whatever works for you. I've been studying Kabbalah for 29 years, so since 1996. Yeah. Wow. It's a long time.
It's a long time.
And I'm not a frivolous person. I don't suffer fools gladly. If I think there's something false about it, or corrupt, or not authentic, I wouldn't have stuck around for so long. I've had the same teacher for all this time. I feel like almost like it's my responsibility to share with people, because I feel like people need guidance. People need enlightenment. And for me, a spiritual life is having an internal life, because you know this, I'm sure, you know, if we get caught up in the belief system that our value in the world is based on people loving us, or other people's approval, or how much money you have, or how many fabulous outfits you have, or how many followers you have on Instagram, those things don't make us happy. Those things don't bring us peace. So having an internal life and being able to look internally and having some kind of practice, whatever that might look like, your prayer, your meditations, the time you take out of every day to stop and take stock, like contemplate. We live in a very busy, chaotic world. Lots of noise, lots of distraction. I mean, how many times have you heard people say, oh, you know, social media and like all the, you know, people can't walk down the street without listening to music. Everybody has to be visually stimulated all the time. Like, there's no peace. There's no quiet. We're not comfortable being quiet with ourselves and looking inward and asking ourselves, why am I here? Or what am I doing? Or what is my intention in this specific choice I'm making right now? Whether it's about my work or the way I'm raising my children, decisions that I make about everything, really.
Yeah.
I have to ask myself. And if you don't have a spiritual life, you're never going to stop and ask any questions. You're just going to plow through life. And if you just, and you're going to see everything that happens to you as just a random event. And I don't believe that anything is random. I think everything that happens to us is meant to happen to us, to teach us some kind of a lesson. But, you know, the question is, are you aware enough? Are you awake enough? Are you interested enough to find out what that reason is? Like,
this is
why
so
did this happen to me? What is my lesson? I don't want to go through life seeing everything that happens to me is random, but I also don't want to go through life as a victim. And I've had a pretty challenging life, and it's easy to fall into the trap of feeling sorry for yourself, or like being a victim, or, you know, why isn't this happening to other people? Why is it happening to me? Why don't I have what that person has? I'm sure you know the expression, comparison is the killer of joy. So, you know, it's like, you got to get out of that game. You have to have a spiritual life. You just have to.
You're reminding me of something beautiful that I came across called the third space theory. Have you heard of it?
Mm-mm.
It's this idea that as humans, around 50 years ago, we had three spaces. So we had work, we had home, and then you had a temple, a synagogue, a church, a community center, or a third space. And the point of that third space, it's kind of what you're saying, was a place that you could look back at work and home, and you could reflect on your life. You could take stock, you could introspect. But as time's gone on, what's happened is we lost that third space. We stopped going to temple, church, community, whatever it may be.
A place of self-reflection.
A place of self-reflection. And we ended up with work and home. And then after the pandemic, we lost work. And so now we're in one space, and we don't have a different vantage point to where we are anymore, which is what I think you're saying.
Go back on even one more step that to me is like a prison. If you remove the spiritual life, spiritual practice, you remove the workplace, then you're in the home, and then removed once more from home is you're looking at your phone, which is even takes you out of home.
It's a great point, yeah.
So like, where are you? You're nowhere.
We're all living in the virtual world. Yeah, we're living in the virtual world, not even in the material world. We're just...
Yes, but a virtual world is not a bad world. But if you don't have consciousness, there's really no point to living. So it's interesting to think about that, because I feel like everyone can relate to the idea that if we all we need physical spaces to sometimes make us do internal things. Yes, I mean, some kind of ritualistic behavior has to happen.
What have been your rituals? I'm intrigued. I'm curious. What are your spiritual practices and rituals that have been so supportive and emblematic of your journey, that have kept you going?
So cool to hear her
as you
talk
said,
about
there were so
such
many
an
times
intimate
you could give up, or
topic.
Things could go wrong, or you kept pushing and they kept you locked. What were they? What are they?
Well, one really important thing is studying. Making time every week to sit down and study. I mean, you can study the Bible, you can study the poetry of Kahlil Gibran, or you can study the Vedas, you know.
And you did that, right? You actually studied different traditions on your...
I mean, to be honest, before I discovered Kabbalah, I was looking for answers. And
why do you think that was? Why were you looking for answers?
Because I had everything that people would assume would give you happiness. I had a successful career. I had fame, fortune, monetary things, physical things. But I wasn't happy. And I naturally sought out... Well, when I was a dancer, I had a roommate. She was a Buddhist. And she would get up and chant every day. And so I was very intrigued by that. Like, nothing bothered her. You know what I mean? Everything bothers me. Everything bothers me. I'm a Leo. I'm Italian. I'm very dramatic. I wouldn't say she was peaceful all the time, but I was just struck by her confidence and her knowingness that everything was happening for a reason. She never got upset about things. And this is in the beginning of my career, when I was living in New York and I was broke, and a lot of crazy things happened to me. It's really scary, traumatic things. And I would always ask her name is Marianne. I would always say, why are you never upset? So I attributed that to her spiritual life, but it didn't speak to me. And then later on, I started practicing yoga, Ashtanga yoga. And my teacher, Eddie Stern, he still has a...
Love Eddie, he's great.
You know Eddie?
Yeah, I do,
yeah, he's amazing. I got quite caught up in and competitive about first series, second series, third series. But one thing I noticed is that a lot of people would come into his practice, his studio where he taught, and they wouldn't even do the poses. They would just go and sit in front of the statue of Ganesh or light candles or prayer. And I realized, and Eddie pointed it out to me, because sometimes I would have injuries, I would be traveling and I couldn't practice yoga. And he'd say, look, are you breathing? And I'd say, yes. And he said, you're practicing yoga. So I realized that I was too caught up in the physical poses. He's like, no, you don't understand. You're missing the whole point. The poses are just something that you do to breathe through, to calm your nervous system down, and to bring you back to your center. And that really spoke to me. There was a big, it was a painting on the wall of the yoga studio. It says desire and detachment. And I said, what does that mean? And he said, well, of course, we want all the beautiful things in life. We want all the pleasures. We want all the happiness. We want it all. There's nothing wrong with that, but you can't be attached to it, because then if you're attached to it and you don't have it, what's going to happen to you? So I studied that for a while, and I studied Sanskrit. I had a teacher, and, I learned that the vibrations of the letters,
Hello, guys. Hopefully this is a fun little intro. We're going to be getting some bonus clips because I'm sure there are some, but it is currently about to be 11:11 p.m. Oh my God, I'm a late night woman. I have not even recorded the podcast with my friend Tim. 11:11, make a motherfucking wish. I pray that this video does well, because I've been a struggling bottom of the barrel bitch. But I wanted to say I'm sorry this video kind of ended abruptly. I realized, oh my God, you have an hour to get to work. And you ride the bus, get to work. Short little Madonna video. I don't want to not post anything, guys. I recorded an almost edited video titled I Need a Break, and it was going to be me taking a little bit of a break while I get out of this, guys, get out of this cluster fucking hellhole apartment, this nightmarish wasteland, this fucking cockroach den. But I didn't upload it. I didn't even have time to edit it. I'm going to edit this Madonna Monday because I want to get something up, and it's like, where the fuck was I? I said I had court. It wasn't even really court. It was like them threatening me with court, and it was a way to maybe possibly help me, but it ended up not being a way to possibly help me. I don't fucking know. Life's a lot. Hopefully I'm moving this Friday. Wish me luck. Wish me luck. And with my friend Deanna, who's watched my YouTube channel, guys, literally for like the past like 8-9 years. She moved here in town, and I don't know. I'm just trying to stay hopeful. I love you. Wish me luck. I'm sorry for the absolute abrupt ending. And if you like this, tell me. I can get more. If you do, I can get more of it up if you do, and I will see you soon. Maybe you'll watch my friend Tim Power's podcast where I talk about this little it's a 2-hour video that we watched, or that I watched. Just tell me. I love you. I love you guys. I'm so sorry. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm gonna end the clip. Goodbye. I love you. Bonus clip. I love you guys. You're a loser, an abuser, a toxic corn dog user. Guys, I've never had a corn dog. Let's not start the video off that way. That will get immediate, and people will immediately click off. Make it a bonus clip, you worthless hog. Ugh. So gross. I'm a little unhinged. But guys, I got off a horribly long day at work. You probably watched whatever the fuck I filmed. I really didn't film much. But I watched a little bit of a Madonna podcast interview, and I'm getting ready to actually film a podcast episode with my friend Tim Power talking about it. This can't be the intro. Refilm what you're saying. But I honestly am. I'm going to refilm what I just filmed. And I'm going to get ready to film a podcast with my friend Tim and edit this for Madonna Monday. I love you. I'm sorry. I had to refilm this. Bonus clip. Hopefully this was fun. I love you guys. I respect religion. I would fight. Ugh, bonus clip, you nasty bitch. Haha. I would fight. Oh. There we go. Much better. I'm a fucking mess. This is a wreck, dude. I don't even know what I'm filming. I had to be at work in less than 2 hours. How long is this podcast? Oh my God, it's 2 hours and 16 minutes. Holy fuck. Can we please start it? I'm not even able to watch the whole goddamn thing. Damn. Who is this Jay Shetty? Jay Shetty.
If you don't have a spiritual life, you're never going to stop and ask any questions. You're just going to plow through life.
Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Please make sure to let me know in the comment section down below if you enjoyed it, what you would like me to see do next, what you would like to see next, and also please make sure. What the fuck am I saying? I'm a mess. This is a new outro. Look at my ass.
Guys, I'm trying so hard to figure out my existence. Please make sure you subscribe to me and follow me on TikTok. This is sort of a new outro, I guess, kind of. I don't know. I'm a mess. But from the bottom of my heart, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please let me know in the comment section. Follow me on TikTok and tell me, are you excited for the next one? Love you guys.